Hello, and thank you for joining me. I'm the Shuoe. Congratulations, you found my channel, as this is my first ever YouTube video. I'm very excited and can't wait to see where it all takes me. I've been wanting to do this for a while now because, my other job is I'm a radio DJ, and so I like to talk, and I love to play video games. So why not combine the two and become a YouTuber? So I would like to first off thank a couple other YouTubers that I follow all the time: Arumba, the Weasel Zone, Mathis Games, Bear Taffy, the NLSS crew. All of them. I really love watching your stuff, and it's kind of helped me get to want to actually do YouTubing. So do want to thank you guys for kind of just doing your thing and kind of inspiring me to do my thing. So I'm the Shuoe. I'm from southeastern Ohio. I've traveled all over the place. I've lived in Washington State, Minnesota, Missouri, born in Kentucky, lived in Germany for a little bit, so lived all over the place. But I would say you gotta appreciate where you've been, and so I'm currently in Ohio, and that's what that is. So why did I want to become a YouTuber? Way back when I was in high school, people said I had a voice for radio, and so I would be going to the local TV radio station once a month. I was in FFA, Future Farmers of America of all things, and once a month we would go there and we would basically give an update on what our club was doing for that month. And while I was there, my advisor said, "Hey, since you're coming every month, why don't you try to get a job here?" Okay, sure. Threw my application in. Sure enough, got the job. I was working at the TV station and the radio station after school and on the weekends, and went really well. Been there 7 years now already. And it's just one of those things where it's like, once you feel that you've been doing things for so long, you want to expand on it. And YouTube was a funny way of being able to expand on it, because, I love gaming, so I have the know-how on radio. I like to game. Why not put them together? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to turn this into a weekly blog as well. Every week I will do a quick blog on how the channel's doing, what the channel's going to be doing. So let's go to that right now. There we go. So this is what I'm going to do. Lay it out like this. As you can see here, it is February 5th, Sunday is today, and so here's the introduction video that I'm recording right now. But the couple games that I'm going to get started on, I want to do 3 series. I want to keep on going on 3 series while I'm YouTubing. So I'm going to start off, actually, when I'm done recording this video tonight, I'm going to start off with Factorio. Factorio, it's an awesome game. I love strategy simulation kind of games, and this is definitely one of those games where you have to know you really don't have to know what you're doing, but you need to know what you're doing. It's really weird to explain it, but I'm going to start that tonight, and then I will be releasing videos at 6 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. So hopefully this video comes out here shortly. But Factorio, I'm going to record, and I'm going to record in blocks as well. It's the easiest way to do it. So the next time I record Factorio won't be until next Saturday. So if you do comment or do anything on my videos, I will be reading them, but I already have a log of stuff that'll be recorded, so won't be able to put your stuff into action until Saturday. So do comment, do like my videos, and I will be implementing what happens the next time I record, which, as long as the schedule stays true, will be on Saturday. The reason why I'm really keeping a schedule is basically to keep myself going, because you want to hold yourself to a standard, and if you don't hold yourself to a standard, if you don't have bars to be met, it'll fall apart. So the reason why I'm doing a schedule is basically to keep my standard, to make sure that I continue doing this, not that I don't become lazy and just fall apart. So if I keep myself to a schedule, I will continue to do it. So tonight I'm going to be recording Factorio, and hopefully the first video will be going out at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And then tomorrow, sometime during the day after I get off work, I will be recording The Long Dark. With Factorio, I'm going to be doing achievement hunting. So I'm going to I want to try to pick 3 or 4 achievements, and I want to achievement hunt. That's what my Factorio series will be about this time around. The Long Dark, I've never even played it, to be completely honest with you. I haven't even downloaded it yet, but it's an awesome game. I watched a couple others play it, and I want to play it as well. So that one will be a let's try, The Long Dark. It's a very good survival strategy game. You're in Canada, and so you got to worry about being warm. You got to worry about eating, drinking, a whole bunch of things that you need to worry about with The Long Dark. So once I get The Long Dark recorded tomorrow on Monday, that series will start coming out at noon starting on Tuesday. And again, the next time I record that won't be until February 12th. Then come on Tuesday, I'm going to record EU4, European Universalis 4. It's an awesome game. It is a grand strategy game. It's hard to believe that it actually started from a board game and has evolved into this. So it is a huge game, ton of DLC, and basically it's risk, but then you also have to worry about financials. You have to worry about estates. You have to worry about allies, enemies, rivals, revolt, unrest. So much you have to just be attention to in that game. So EU4, can't wait to get started with that. I got a couple ideas on what I want to do. Haven't really decided yet on exactly what it is I'll be wanting to do. But I have a couple ideas, and I will get started on that on Tuesday, and that one will release at 6 a.m. Starting on Wednesday and run through a while too before I re-record that one. On Wednesday, I'm going to work on getting a logo. I have a couple things that I want to do with that already. Just something simple but easy. I love Sonic the Hedgehog, and my YouTube channel is the Shuoe. So I'll let you kind of think of what I'm going to do on that. And I'm also going to work on an outro video, something just to put at the end of the video saying, hey, subscribe to me on YouTube and follow me on Twitter, kind of something like that, maybe a link to another video that I have. But I'm going to work on that on Wednesday. On Thursday, I'm going to work to clean up my YouTube channel. It's kind of plain Jane right now. It's not really hopping yet, but once I get a couple videos in, I mean by Thursday, I'll have a little bit of backlog already started on the channel, so I'll be able to look at the channel hopefully with a little bit of meat on the bones. And then on Friday, I'm going to start all over again with the weekly blog, and when I do record the weekly blog, I'm going to record it the day before, so it will post here on Saturday. Around noon, so there will be about 2 videos hopefully coming out around the same time on Saturday, when I then re-record Factorio Long Dark EU4, and then I have next week as well. So the extra to-dos that I need to get done, work on the logo, intro video, outro video, clean up YouTube, clean up my Twitter a little bit, just to make it look nice. Now that I'm in full swing, kind of, I want to get everything looking nice. Put in fans, I'm looking at doing on Friday. It's funny enough, this is the first computer that I ever built, and I want to thank my friend's dad. His name's Mike Ring. He helped me a ton on helping me build this computer. It was my first ever computer to build, and it's one of those things where you want to just go out and just buy a computer. But if you actually buy all the parts and have somebody who can teach you on how to build it, not only is it so much cheaper and you can get so much more out of your computer, but you learn so much more. So it was definitely a learning experience, and I'm so glad that I did it. But when I realized that I had gotten a different case at the store, I had gotten a case and I picked it out. It was just a real cheap case. And after we got done, I realized I had a little bit of money left over, so why not go from a cheaper case to a bigger case? And so I did that last minute, real quick, I just like, you know what? That case looks good, grab it and go. Well, I didn't realize the case that I had originally picked out had, I have 3 or 4 fans in it. So I wasn't worried about fans. Well, the case that I then picked out had no fans in it. So I actually did not have any fans in my computer, except for the cooling on the computer unit itself and the couple fans that are on the graphics card. Other than that, no fans at all. So I do have fans, I just need to put them into my computer, but definitely find someone that you know does a lot with computers and learn, because computer technology is going to keep on growing. So if you can find someone who can teach you on how to build a computer, it will greatly help you a lot in the end. So that's what I kind of look for to do in the next 2 weeks worth. I'm looking on putting the fans in on Friday when I'm off, so I can just do that. Maybe clean up some of the wires too and just get that all taken care of. Patreon, a lot of people use that, so if somebody would like to, say, give you a tip or something, and say, hey, I want to buy you a drink, that's how you could do it. I'm not worried about that right now, because I'm not really looking to make money in this. I'm just wanting to make some videos and basically share my experience in these videos with others. But I will get that started eventually, and if people would, want to throw a couple dollars my way, there you go. Then I want to also start Twitch. I do have Twitch, but I really don't use it right now, so I'm not really saying that I'm in Twitch right now, but I do want to get working on that. I do play a lot on my Xbox One, so if I do play anything on that, Twitch would be the only way that I can currently record on it. So I'll get Twitch started, and that'll be another project. Number 9, desk. I need a new desk badly. Because of all the stuff that I've now gotten, I've gotten a mic now. I have my computer. I have 2 monitors here. There's not a lot of space. So I have this little dinky desk. I actually have my computer on it and stand. And I'm actually, here is a cupboard right here. So it's just very awkward. So be looking to getting a desk, but that'll be down the road just a little bit. Let's see. Group projects, Wormworld. What I want to do is, when people do subscribe, I want to kind of reward them. So when they subscribe or follow me on Twitter, if you want to get a hold of me real quick or just chat or say something about videos, Twitter is definitely the way to do it, or comment on the YouTube video. But what I want to do is do group projects. So when people do follow me on Twitter, I'm thinking maybe I'm going to start with RimWorld, where you can edit characters and maybe throw people's names into RimWorld. So when I'm playing the game, if you just happen to come in and, be a good guy or crash land, or maybe you're the bad guy on the other side trying to, kill my colony. How dare you? But if you do, that would be an easy way for you to get involved in my stuff as well. So that's all my to-dos. Game lineup wise, I'm looking into Factorio, EU4, and The Long Dark are the 3 that I want to get started on right off the get-go. Those are kind of like the 3 ones that I want to just start with. I do also have Kerbal Space Program. It is an awesome game. I do not know how to play it at all. I more or less just throw everything together and see what happens. But it is definitely a fun game. And anything can go wrong, will go wrong, and it's not when you plan it. There was one game I was playing where I successfully traveled to the moon, and I was coming back, and I was like, all right, finally everything's fine, and I hadn't realized where I was landing back on Kerbal. Kerbal is Earth. I didn't know where I was really landing, and there's certain markers that you can set for when your parachutes start, when your parachutes actually expand, and I didn't realize that I was landing in the mountains. And the mountains are a lot higher than, sea level. And so I'm just sitting here. Actually, my roommate was with me at that time. He was watching me land, and we're just like, yeah, finally did it. And I realized that the altimeter is dropping quickly, quickly, quickly. And the Earth is getting closer and closer and closer, and started to get a little nervous. Parachutes should be going off right now. And sure enough, the parachutes deploy, and I'm like 1,000 feet, yards. I can't remember which one it is, but I'm 1,000 away from the ground. Not enough time to slow down, and I just hit the earth, explode, and it went from a complete success, like, oh my gosh, I finally successfully did a trip to the moon and back, and I explode on the ground. Not really how I wanted that game to end, but that's how that game ended. I also have City Skylines. That's a really cool game. It's like SimCity. I loved SimCity when I was younger, so I'm happy that there's more games like that out, like City Skylines. So I will want to do a series on that. Darkest Dungeon. It's a pretty cool game. I've watched a couple people play it, so I'm interested on getting that game started. RimWorld, talked about it earlier, so that's why it's kind of lower on the list, because I want to have my channel get off the ground a little bit before I do something like that. Same with XCOM. XCOM is a great strategy game as well, and you can also change your characters in that too. So maybe the group project could be with XCOM as well. Then I threw in as number 9 chess. I play chess quite often, more often than other people do, I'd say. Try to do it every Wednesday or so. I meet with a group of people and we play chess at the local pub. And so it's really cool to just, go out and play chess. Well, there's a couple websites that you can go on and you can play chess right there online. So maybe if I'm interested in running that, I might, maybe just do like a one-off thing where I just do it for one episode and just throw it on there and like, hey, I'm playing chess tonight. Just to mix it up, real quick, the first 2 weeks, it was going to be really super busy on just getting everything going, get everything started. So it's not going to be very, really not going to be able to throw in extra stuff right away. But, week 3, week 4 down here, maybe I'll be able to get into stuff like that. So that's why I threw it down there. Maybe record me playing some chess. Maybe if some followers want to play chess against me, we can do that. But that'll be down the road just a little bit. So I want to say thank you again. Do subscribe to me on YouTube, and make sure you sign up for notifications as well, so whenever I do put out a video, you do get a notification on it. And do follow me on Twitter. All of the links will be in the description below. And so I would like to say just thank you, and finally, I did it. We are starting. So just keep on following, and we'll see you around.